tacks here to get around through the islands, leaving Bahía de Los Angeles. We have the Gemelitos and the Horsehead Island and a bunch of crab pots we're trying to avoid.
Time for another tack?
Time for a tack.
Just back over here, off our starboard side is Puerto Don Juan. It's going to be one of our final anchorages here on the Baja side for a while.
I know, it's hard to believe. We've spent so much time on the Baja, we're going to be leaving soon.
We're going to head into Don Juan here. It's well protected, it's almost landlocked.
A lot of boats spend the summer up in this area and go in there if there's any sort of weather.
We're going to hang out there and then do a dive tomorrow.
We want 162. Great spinnaker sail down to the whale sharks, and it's had some awesome sailing weather today. Close hauled all the way, quite a few tacks, like 15 knots of wind. Good sailing. Exciting day here. We caught a mouse. Our mouse that's been living on our boat since San Felipe for probably 2 or 3 weeks. We finally got a trap, took the bait, he's in there, he's trapped. Now we gotta get rid of him.
Yeah, so we had this bloody mouse that came on board, and Hillary wanted us to put it on camera. Yeah, we're not showing you a dead mouse, but he had eaten through a whole bunch of our goods. It chewed through some of the hard plastic stuff we had even. Caused quite a bit of stuff to be thrown out. We bought a couple of mouse traps in town, and he is now gone, so we're mouse free. That's good. We didn't want to poison him, we didn't want poison on board, and we didn't want him dying somewhere that we couldn't get to him.
The next day, we headed out with our friends Terry and Dawn from the boat Manta to do some diving. We had a curious sea lion pup who decided to come along for the dive as well. As always, there was tons to see beneath the surface. There were corals and gorgonians, and here I found lots of shells from heart urchins as well. Underwater, we love watching the different types of rays, and here we found several small electric rays. Arriving back near the dinghy, before we headed up to the surface, our friends on Manta discovered a way to make friends with the local fish. offering up a scallop to get an up-close view of these cute little pufferfish. We are making our way out of the Bahía de Los Angeles area today. As we're leaving, pulling up anchor, we noticed a whale shark. Cool to see him one last time before we leave. There's two little fins there. And that's him swimming along. These guys are so cool. Such a cool animal. Really cool to watch and see, and really pretty.
Oh, he's right out of the water.
Yeah. His mouth up on top. Today we're headed out to the Midriff Islands. It's about 25-30 miles. Thinking the wind should start filling in here anytime.
Well, we headed out of Bahía de Los Angeles, out of Puerto Don Juan area. And that's our last time on the Baja for a while. We're heading off towards the mainland. Today, Isla Partida, or possibly Isla Puedes. It's a nice sail right now, very light breeze. Very calm seas, spinnakers flying. 1.8 knots, 3 knots of breeze. But this is the good sails. It's really slow, but super peaceful. Super peaceful. There's a couple of whales behind us. Been following along about a quarter of a mile back, half a mile. Fin whales, I think. And not much else going on. Hillary's putting together a little bit of a bean salad or something down below, or a salsa. Gonna snack on that, stay hydrated. Weather's much cooler now, much cooler. We're probably in the mid 80s, maybe up into the 90s today, but pretty cool out here with the breeze. And it's just gorgeous all the way around, everywhere you look. Incredible. We have a bit of repair work to do on our dinghy. The transom snapped yesterday. We kind of expected that it was going to happen at some point. The plans on our dinghy were supposed to be for a 5-horse motor. We've only got a 3.5 horse on it, and we run it maybe halfway. It's just bad design of the transom. It's a great rowing dinghy, but the transom needs to be thicker and more solid and braced better. We've got a few other repairs to do on it anyway, because we now have the epoxy, and the polyester resin we used wasn't as good as the epoxy. We filled our dive tanks this morning. Been doing alright with that compressor, so I'm happy we got it. Tanks are just strapped on right here. They seem to be good. They filled up alright. And we've changed flags today. Flying the Aussie flag, because why not? And Hillary didn't complain. Is that right, Hill? So the question is going to be, with both fishing lines out, will we catch anything at 1.2 knots? I don't think so.
After spending weeks away from a port, it is always exciting to have fresh produce on board. Even in the smallest and most remote towns, we're always able to find the essentials to stock up on, especially when we eat what the locals eat. ahead, Isla Partida. Almost there. After slowly drifting for most of the day, we were nearing the end of the daylight hours, so we turned on the engine to motor sail into Isla Partida in hopes of arriving before the sunset. Glowing in the last rays of light, the island looked beautiful, and we couldn't wait to explore it. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next adventure, and please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, adios.
Yeah, so we had this bloody mouse that came on board on the dock lines in San Felipe. Yeah, of course, yuck.
There's lots of blood.
I'm sure. Well, that's just put a thing in it. That's disgusting. I don't know. Can we use this bag? And then. So, like, put that over so it doesn't leak everywhere.
Well, I think he died instantly.
No, he was wriggling. Well, okay.
I think he was twitching.
Okay, I don't want to say.